Assalamu alaikum guys, hope you're doing well. So in this video we are going to discuss about the three important topics when it comes to email or email security. You can say that. So one is the SPF, which we call as the Sender Policy Framework, another is called the DKIM, and the last one is called the DMARC. So I just want to give you a high level understanding of what these three means. So again, the idea behind having these three you can say methods is to prevent email abuse, or you can say spam or phishing attempt. So it is very important to set these three parameters for any organization who's trying to do business in this world. They need to keep these three settings tuned up so that when they send email to their clients or to business partner, it makes sure that the emails will be delivered to their inbox. If these three parameters are not set up properly, then what happens is that your email might go into junk folder or quarantine and might not reach the end user. And so it's very, very important for every business to have these three things set up appropriately. So let's go over, so I gave you why we have these three things. And so let's try to understand what these three things mean. So first one is called the SPF, or we call it the Center Policy Framework. So imagine it's like a security guard of an organization. So when you're entering into any organization, the security guard checks your ID card to see that, okay, you have a badge or access card with your pictures in it, which says that you are allowed to enter this organization. So similarly, SPF, what it does, it basically checks the IP address to see that, okay, the server which is sending this email address, if it is in the allowed list or not. Okay, if let's say there's a company A and there's an attacker B. Okay, now company A is sending an email, so SPF will check company's email server's IP address, and if it is found, then it will allow the email to be delivered into the inbox. Okay, but if an attacker B is trying to impersonate company A and trying to send email on behalf of company A, what happens in this place is that the SPF will check the IP address. Obviously, when he's sending from the B, the attacker B is sending a email, obviously it will come from an IP address not similar to the company A, right? So SPF will check and it will find that this is not coming from the right IP address. It will reject the email. Okay, so that is like the high level understanding of SPF. It basically acts like a security guard to check to see if you are allowed to send email or not. Okay, the second thing is DKIM. So DKIM basically it protects the content of the message. So SPF, we are just doing the the what you call as the authentication kind of mechanism there. So it checks whether you're allowed to send email or not, that kind of thing. The DKIM basically checks. So it's like you have the envelope, and so SPF checks the envelope is protected or not. That's what their job is. But DKIM, on the other hand, it basically protects the message inside the envelope. It makes sure that the sender who is sending this email is exactly the person who has sent this email. Okay, so it does this from does this protection using the public key cryptography, public key, private key, those kind of things. So it uses this public key cryptography to ensure that your message is protected. Okay, and then final is the DMARC. So DMARC is basically the overall management kind of tool, you can say method, where it basically based on the result of SPF and DKIM, it basically says, okay, this email can be delivered, this email will be quarantined, or this email will be rejected. Okay, so it's kind of a final picture when it comes. It does the less job, but it's very, very important based on the result of SPF and DKIM. It basically kind of governs whether the email will be delivered or not. Okay, so this was the high level description of the email security, SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. I hope you like this video. I'll see you guys in the video. Until next time, assalamu alaikum.